Hi, it's Rich Tehrani here in the TMC newsroom. We're here reporting from the Telex CBX 2009 event, and today we'll be speaking with Robert Jenkins, who is the CEO of Stella Communications. Robert, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks, Rich. Thanks for inviting me today.
Well, thanks for being on our program and helping us introduce your company to our viewers. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do, please?
Yes, we can. Stella is a niche provider of international routes, and we supply a lot of the residential and retail calling card operators here in North America and in Europe with high-quality routes to primarily ethnic destinations.
So, do you work with the retail environment at all? You're just primarily wholesale then?
Absolutely. We're a wholesaler, but only supplying what I call retail customers. So it's companies who originate their own traffic. There are a lot of people in our business who are what we call arbitrage providers, who are just taking traffic from somebody else, and that person is taking it from somebody else. So the differential that we have is that we focus on companies that originate their own traffic. So if they tell me they've got 500,000 minutes to the UK mobile market, then they've always got 500,000 minutes to that market, rather than one day they've got it and another day they may not have it.
Right, I understand. Now, you started this company how many years ago?
3.5 years ago.
And do you have any advice to people, or can you give us some feedback on what it's been like?
Sure. Stella is still a three-man operation. We're three people who are in corporate companies working in this industry. And at the time, it became convenient to move on. And we know a lot of people in the industry, so we decided to set up our own company and give it a go of going on our own. So 3 years later, we've invested $250,000 in hardware and software, which we've purchased outright. We have not borrowed any money. And we have, where we needed to, we've prepaid for certain routes to give the customers the quality that they need. And if you're starting out in this business, you do need to have quality routes to offer your customers, because we apply something called the spaghetti approach, right? Where you get some spaghetti and you throw it against the wall, and something has to stick, okay? So when we started out, we had one route, it was Pakistan, okay? So if the Pakistan route went down, we had nothing left, okay? So the important thing is that we prepaid certain routes. In fact, we had routes where we made no margin. But the important thing is that we stuck with the customers. So as we added routes, our portfolio grew with those customers. And a lot of people out there today are not buying quality routes. And they're getting into customers, and customers are trying their routes, but nothing is sticking. And if nothing is sticking after 3-4 months, you are back to where you were on day one when you went live.
Right, right. So if I'm a potential customer, retail customer, why would I choose your company to work with rather than, let's say, a larger, more established company?
Because we're dynamic. We are very responsive to our customers' needs. We buy our routes very competitively. We are focused on quality. We route on quality rather than on price, because the call duration is the key factor these days in the industry that we're in. So you've got to focus on those attributes. And as a good example, we went live with one of the largest calling card operators in New York City yesterday. They put us en route for maybe 20 destinations. And immediately we did 30,000 to 40,000 minutes of quality retail termination yesterday alone. And again, they just put us into route based on our reputation in the community that we're in. And on our first day, we did 30,000 minutes.
Congratulations.
Which is quite exceptional.
So it seems like you're weathering the economic environment pretty well.
We are. The calling card operators, they're still doing the business they're doing. Their customers are obviously spending less frequently and less dollar amounts. But yeah, the wholesale market is holding up. And as long as you are providing quality routes and you're able to provide good customer service, then you have a future in this business.
What's next for the company?
Very good question. That's a good question. Perhaps we may even go into providing our own calling cards.
Oh, wow.
Because the real margin in this industry is not from the wholesale side, it's from the retail side.
Sure.
So maybe down the line we may put out a couple of calling cards in the New York area.
Wow, okay, that's something to look forward to, and we'll hopefully be in touch as that news breaks. It was very nice to meet you, and thanks for coming in the program.
Thank you very much, Rich. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye for now. Thank you.